I'm Nicole Hernandez in for Laura Papetti today. We start with new court documents in the case against the man accused of murdering 4 University of Idaho students last fall. Brian Coburger's defense team is asking the court to dismiss the grand jury indictment against him. The defense says the prosecution did not follow the grand jury process according to Idaho law. They say the people on the grand jury were, quote, misled about the standard of proof required for an indictment, end quote. The defense also has an issue with the people who appeared for the grand jury selection. Prosecutors also filed a motion just yesterday asking the defense team to share what they know about Coburger's alibi. That after defense attorneys on Tuesday suggested he was not at the location of the murders, but they did not give any evidence or details about where he was. If they don't give an alibi within 10 days, the prosecution is asking the court to forfeit the defense's right to present any evidence for an alibi during the trial. Coburger will be back in court on August 18th for multiple motions, and his trial is scheduled for October 2nd. We want to switch gears here and take a look at the forecast this noon hour with meteorologist Thomas Patrick. And Thomas, we're heading into the weekend now. Is it a good time to go outside, or should we stay inside with the AC?
Nicole, I think you've probably been outside the most out of the lot of us, right?
Yeah.
And you found some perfect weather to do just that. Yeah, beautiful day setting up. I can definitely feel that sunshine working, especially on the back of my neck from our outdoor weather center. Got up to 80 degrees as of this noon hour. I think we'll end up pretty close to 90. I'll call it 90 plus or minus a degree or two for this afternoon. So upper 80s at the least, low 90s at the most for today with plenty of sunny skies. And as I scan around us, yeah, just a couple wispy clouds above our heads. So we'll call it mostly sunny to just outright sunny out there for today. Not noticing anything terribly hazy outside, but I'll leave the chance for such for today just because some of the fires, especially in the Oregon Cascades, still pouring out quite a bit of smoke, and the winds are now coming from that direction. So there's always that possibility, but not a major issue for our forecast. So we might be up to around 94 today, but I have several days in the extended forecast that are mid or upper 90s. So even slightly above average makes it feel very hot for the inland Northwest. Looks like early August could be our hottest stretch so far this summer. So coming up, we'll detail just how hot we're talking about all in a couple of minutes.
Well, now that we're heading into the weekend, it might be time to head to the gas station to fill up your car. So Up with KREM's Tim Pham has a look at gas prices in our area.
If you are planning one last summer road trip to take advantage of the nicer weather around the Northwest, you'll want to listen up. Prices at the pump went up 12 cents in just the last 3 days. AAA shows the national average cost for gas has reached an 8-month high at $3.71 per gallon. So we're breaking it down for you. Here in Washington, gas prices remain sky high. On average, they sit at $4.93 a gallon. According to Gas Buddy, the average gas price at stations in Spokane is $4.52 per gallon. That's 4 cents lower than last week, but still very high. Meanwhile, let's take a look at Idaho. The average price of gas is almost $1 cheaper than the state of Washington. The current average gas price in that state sits at $3.85 per gallon. But in Kootenai County, the average gas price there is $3.99, a little bit higher, but it is 3 cents down from last week. So if you want the cheapest gas prices in your area, all you have to do is text us the word gas to the number 509-448-2000.
We are just 4 days away from the last day to turn in your ballot in Spokane County's primary election. So today, we're analyzing the record-breaking mayoral race. KREM 2's Shannon Mowdy spoke with an expert about what the money really means.
Incumbent Nadine Woodward has raised more than any other Spokane mayoral candidate ever. But we wanted to know if that signals what we could see happen in November, or if the money really matters. Before any votes have been tallied, there's already a clear winner when it comes to fundraising in Spokane's mayoral race.
In almost every election, the people who have more money are more likely to win.
Incumbent Nadine Woodward's nearly $420,000 in contributions is more than any mayoral candidate has raised in city history. According to Washington's Public Disclosure Commission, Woodward edged out the $395,000 raised by David Condon when he won the seat in 2015. The next nearest contender in terms of funding is Lisa Brown, who raised about $270,000. Tim Archer has pulled in just over $29,000. most of it self-funded.
Obviously, it really helps a candidate to raise more money. That enables you to buy more advertising.
Political science professor Blaine Garvin says money isn't everything, though more donations can signal who voters or certain groups see as a likely winner. While Brown has raised more than $208,000 from individual donors, Woodward's campaign has largely been bankrolled by businesses, real estate groups, and developers.
The opposition may very well, I don't know if they will, but could very well say, look, she's in their pocket, or she's thinking about their interest more than she's thinking about the interest of the ordinary voter.
Garvin cautions money isn't the most important factor in an election. It's more about voters recognizing a candidate, especially if they have a track record voters can get behind.
Money doesn't buy election.
And of course, the fundraising isn't over yet. With the general election in November, there's still plenty of time to earn even more for two contenders. And here's another thing to consider. Garvin says elections are just getting more expensive in general, so we are seeing in many cases more funds going into local races. Shannon Mowdy, KREM 2 News.
Oh, we have more election coverage on KREM 2 Plus. You can hear directly from the candidates in the Tea with Amanda Rowley. And if you want to know more about who and what is on your primary ballot, you can text the word VOTE to 509-448-2000. We'll send you a link right to your phone.